Well, out there to you. In this video, we're going to calculate marginal utility from this utility function. I might call this a utility schedule, I suppose, too. And so the more units that this consumer uses, consumes, or buys, this is giving you a change in total utility, and that is our marginal utility. So marginal means additional in all of your classes. So what we're doing is we're calculating how much more utility the consumer has from another unit of X. So the formula for this is the change in total utility over the change in whatever the quantity is. So in this, it's units of good X1. So let's calculate this as a table. You might hear that these numbers referred to as utils or bennies. It just stands for units of utility or units of benefit. First thing to recognize is that it is possible to have no units of good X and then you'd have no utility. So the additional utility of the first unit is 10 because we went from 0 to 10. Okay. What a lot of people will do, what I do is I say, well, what do I have to add to this to get to here? And that would be 8. For some other people, it's easier to take this new number and subtract the old number. You're just calculating the difference. Okay, and that would give you the marginal utility. The next marginal utility would be 6. The next marginal utility would be 4. You can see it's decreasing. We call that diminishing marginal utility or diminishing marginal returns. Each additional unit of consumption of this product, the consumer is getting less enjoyment, utility, satisfaction. We'll continue here. And then we get to 5. This is the best they can do because the next unit gives them 1 less. So this will be sometimes referred to as disutility, where you could say that at the 5th unit, this consumer is satiated or saturated with utility. They're not getting any higher. Okay, but it's totally possible to have negative utility, and that's how to calculate marginal utility from a table.